Yo, what is going on, guys? Ask my game bet once again, and today's gonna be a bit different. I'm just kind of doing a commentary about where things have gone in 2025. This is my first year, like quote unquote, taking these more seriously with YouTube as a hobby. So let's just discuss it. So, fun fact about me: I've been making videos since I was like 10 years old, and my first video was uploaded in November 2010, which is wild. I'm not gonna tell you what channel that was or what it even was, but like from the start and even out to today. Like I never had aspirations like, like make it or anything like that. Not that I've made it now, but this is just it's just fun for me. And it's one among many things that I enjoy doing. And like this year it kind of started to go somewhere, which is kind of incredible. Yeah, looking at it now, I got over 250K views, 40,000 watch hours, 2,000 new subscribers. It's just wild. It's unbelievable to me. And I mean, thank you. I'm super appreciative for it. I will always be grateful for the support I'm giving because I've never seen anything like this on the other stuff I've done, really. I mean, my music in the past has done pretty well. I mean, a lot of people are just here for the Minecraft stuff, but there's a lot of other hobbies that I have, which I'll get to that later as well. But let's just start going through the different things I did this year. So in the first half of 2025, I was playing through GTNH on my single player world, and it was going really well, but I just got tired of it. I mean, I reached all my goals. This is gonna be a theme that's recurring. I reached the goals that I set forth. I built the meteor mining setup. That was super fun. Helped me break through to a part of the game that I'd never gotten before. Helped me automate the core, which was like that would carry me so much farther if I kept playing. Just like abusing that infinite Tiberium you can get from the meteors. It's like an amazing setup. It's amazing set piece. It looks awesome. Like it's just everything that you want in a build for that. And then I also made fusion reactors. That was a big goal of mine as well. They were pretty disappointing in my opinion, but it was still pretty cool. They kind of just ended up being like bigger mixers. So, I mean, if you would compress it into a single block, it would literally just be a mixer. It just kind of looks cooler, I guess. I don't know. One thing that really surprised me was a water line. I loved the little puzzles that you had to do to solve each process. I mean, the design of the entire thing was a huge breath of fresh air at that point in the game for me. And really, they have to study that and have to replicate that to more lines. Because, I mean, the overall design trend here is to introduce complexity through mechanics rather than just like scaling up machines, which I think is a lot more interesting. Because a lot of the questions of like the lines that you ignore are like, can you build 20 LCRs and like other random machines? Like that's not fun to do. That's not interesting to do. It is trivial to move the items back and forth and do that whole setup. But I mean, you just get lazy with it. You're like, no, I don't really want to build a massive area for this big line. I don't really care. But with the water line, it's like it's fun to do. It's satisfying, and I mean, it's rewarding as well. You get to solve this little puzzle. I mean, realistically, some people are going to cheat and look up a solution, but I mean, you can do that with anything else in the pack if you just copy someone's Open Computers code. Yeah, shout out to whoever made the water line. I really enjoyed that. I wish there was more stuff like that in the pack, and maybe there will be. Maybe there is already that I just haven't seen in the new updates. But yeah, the overall reason I stopped playing GTNH in that world was because I reached my goals. It's as simple as that. And this is gonna be a recurring theme because like in June and July, I focused really hard on my music production. So I mean, most people are here for Minecraft, but I am also a musician on the side. I released my first ever music video called Metamorphosis, and that was for like the Honkai Star Rail, what was it called, Multiverse Vistas competition. And we crunched like pretty hard to meet a deadline that really didn't matter in hindsight, which is kind of funny because we just created this like ridiculously like self-serving song that probably scares normal people away. But I mean, like that is a sound that I love. That's the stuff I've been working to create for like a decade, and we've been trying to perfect that kind of sound for so long. And it's like, I guess we kind of did it. Like, I reached that goal. And after I released that, I released two albums, which was Volume One and Two of The Well City, and I got to the same exact point as I did with GTNH just a couple months ago. Like, I reached the goals that I set out, and it kind of felt empty. Like, what's next? Where all the fun that I had was in working my way up to the goals. And like the payoffs themselves weren't really as impactful as I thought they would be. And I kind of struggled with that for the second half of the year. So around August, I was really like not doing very much in terms of like anything in my life actually. I wasn't really wanting to do Minecraft or music or like any of my hobbies. I really was not thinking about it. So I kind of forced myself to play Star Technology. I just kind of got into it for a change of pace and I enjoyed it a lot. The early game and the tiers going up to IV were like really super fun, but like it felt off to me. And I think I figured out what it was. It was the format of the Let's Plays. And it's nothing against Star Technology, by the way. I love that pack, and I do still play it actually. I kept playing my world since I stopped. But yeah, realistically, the format of Let's Play really is what the problem was. because I felt some kind of pressure and like responsibility to do things like the correct way to serve as like an example for people. And it kind of led to me playing the game in like a super safe route and like doing hours of research to like tutorialize my casual playthrough of the game. That's not what I should be doing. It's a waste of time. There's even a point where I loaded a backup and deleted a video and just redid it all without saying anything. Like that's stupid. It ruined my enjoyment of the game. It wasted my time. I'm just done with that. So I'm kind of that's helped me land where I'm at now, I guess. But there was a period of burnout in between there where I got tired of Star Technology. I just was not doing anything. I don't even remember what happened in these couple months, but that was the lapse of like content after Star Technology, I guess. And I actually in that time got invited to Project Singularity and declined the invite because I was just in the midst of this creative crisis where just like it was a difficult time and I just had to sit and think for a while because I was just at a crossroads where I was deliberating if I wanted to continue music, if I wanted to continue YouTube, because like I reached my goals. I did the stuff that I said I wanted to do. So yeah, it took a while to figure out, but I eventually did. And what I'd learned is that in my life, in like in my gaming career, in my actual career, in my music, everything that I enjoy is with the challenge and with the process of learning. So I mean, once I kind of settled on the format of like the GTH Let's Play and the Let's Play in general, there was no challenge left for me. Where it's just like I'm kind of going through the motions of doing the same thing every day. So what I decided on for Minecraft at least is try something new, which is making these tutorial videos and explaining and teaching complex topics to others. And I mean, I feel like I have a pretty good eye for how to break the processes down to smaller parts anyways in the videos. So kind of what the format's going to be now is instructional and informative content that's going to help new players, help demystify processes. And then on the side, I'll just be playing the game. Maybe I'll stream, maybe I'll upload some Let's Play style videos, but probably more edited down, kind of like some other Project Singularity YouTubers are doing, which we'll get to that later anyways. But yeah, that's kind of the goal for the Minecraft stuff. Now for everything else. So I won't make any guarantees for how consistent I'll be on Minecraft content this year, because I have a lot of big plans for my other hobbies. So the main one that I do is music, as we've already talked about. But the one aspect of that, yeah, aspect. The one part of that that I love is the storytelling behind it. And like honestly, like instrumental music is not a very good medium for telling complex stories. It's just too abstract. And I mean, I've tried to supplement it a bit by spending a lot of money on commissions of my characters and the world. And what I really have is just a whole bunch of ideas from like a decade's worth of world building. So I mean, I've alluded to this before, but I have an interest in game development. I think I especially mentioned this in like my early GTNH videos, but like my next big project is going to be a video game, and it's going to be about like the Aspect character and the supporting cast around him and the world that he lives in and stuff like that. And I mean, I have so much stuff written for it. I can't even explain it in a short video like this, just how the mass of lore and concepts and like magic systems I built up and stuff like that. I've alluded to that in live streams too, just some of my ideas for that. But people ask me like, "Oh, who is Aspect? Is like, what is the character for?" It's like you don't want to open Pandora's box about this. But yes, this is gonna be a project that's gonna span years of my life and like present a ton of challenges and like it's kind of scary, but that's what I live for. And like the good news is I have a little bit of help with it. I have some friends who are gonna be that I've recruited. They're gonna be helping me out. That I've recruited for programming and art respectively, and they're gonna be donating their time to me, which is like something I'll never be able to repay properly. And on my end, I'm gonna be handling world building, writing, gameplay, the design of the gameplay, the music, the sound design, the level design, the mechanics, the characters, I mean just everything. There's so many things to master for this. I feel like I have a pretty good jump start from what I've accomplished already, but there's just so much to learn and like really it's gonna be an undertaking, but I'm gonna really enjoy it, I think. The current iteration of the game is going to be a turn-based RPG with a dynamic initiative system. And what that means is that all the characters will have like a set speed on their, which is like a stat in their character. They're going to roll for initiative at the start of a combat. So like, let's say like more dexterous characters would get a bonus, or if you're lucky with a slow character, you might be able to go first. But all the characters and the enemies will move along a timeline. And if you strategically time your moves, you can interrupt enemies or even have yourself be interrupted. It's something I'm kind of like copying from a game that I really enjoyed a while ago called Grandia, but I feel like there's ways to improve it and improve the system in general, because Grandia was like good, but it was kind of grindy and kind of got old by the end of it. And also it wasn't challenging at all. Like once you master the system, like the enemies were just cooked. So I mean, I want to iterate on that more, because I feel like I also really enjoyed like a dynamic initiative or like a soft initiative when I played Dungeons and Dragons, where it's like the enemies just running away. Like you can dissolve initiative, and when you're chasing after them, if your players just have a good idea, they can do what they're doing. Like they don't need to act in turn order all the time. So like maybe one person doesn't have that much to do. I'll be like, oh, here's a situation, and then one player has a good idea. They can execute on it, make a roll and execute on it. So I mean, stuff like that is what I want to bring into the game itself. Is trying to like do a turn-based game, but dissolving the strict back and forth of like a Pokemon game or something. You know, like traditional turn-based RPGs. The other stuff I'm inspired by is like Deltarune, Hyperlight Drifter, and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon especially. That's Red Rescue Team and Explorers of Time, not the newer ones. I didn't play those. I don't know if they're good or not, but whatever. I'll probably test the waters at some point, making some kind of game dev content. But I mean, I'm still learning it. I like to be an authority on stuff that I post about, but maybe I'll make some kind of like follow my journey or something like that, and you guys can hopefully enjoy it or maybe ignore it. I don't really care. That's what I'm gonna be doing anyway. So, and finally, we'll jump back to Minecraft because we're gonna talk about Project Singularity. And yeah, I was invited to that when I was gonna start initially, but I declined it because I just felt like I wasn't really sure if I wanted to continue dedicating the amount of time that I do to Minecraft. But with my new like perspectives and like I guess like lower effort towards playing the game, but higher effort towards instructional content about the game, that mindset, I got re-invited back and I accepted it that time. And hopefully it'll challenge me to learn some new things and try some new things and have some more fun and meet new people, which I've already done that already. So really grateful for being invited to that as well. Shout out to Three who convinced me to come back and Hekiba who allowed me to join again. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess the overall theme for next year is going to be that I need to challenge myself again. I want to create more tutorial videos with more editing and more effort put into them, and I want to work on my game dev journey. So I hope you'll stick around for all that. I hope you will enjoy all that. There's a lot more that I want to do, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day.